Hey, no worry yourself, mommy. One thing me I beg you do. Yes, it's smile. Yes, smile. Smile for me, Jamaica. And I said smile. Yes, smile. Wow, 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 wow. Smile for me, Jamaica. Never you cry. You're alive. Whoa. For me, Jamaica.
Now let me stop. I'm definitely not making this video to ad lib. Um, Peace, love, and harmony. You already know it's Ascended Being. If you're not familiar with the aura, the presence of the face, this is Ascended Being. Nice to meet you. Pleasure to cross paths with you. I'm glad that we could intertwine our journeys and really sharpen the minds together. Because this is a very profound and powerful message that I really want to try my best to convey. YouTube commercials. Don't y'all hate that when you really about to jam out and the YouTube commercials come out? Be like, yo, like, who asked you? Like, yeah, I don't care. Like, I'll be saying either way. But yeah, that I'll just say profound, powerful message. Yeah, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. But yeah, but all in all, I really just really wanna uh talk to and really disseminate a certain message that needs to be really reiterated or iterated again and again and again. I feel like because a lot of it is not really being absorbed into the psyche and understood on the deep in depth levels of the mindset of my black woman. Yes, I finally said what I was alluding to, which is my so-called black woman, my melanated rich, my indigenous, my aboriginal, my Nubian queens, my empresses, my goddesses that walk with such beauty, grace, prestige, and dominion on this planet. The Ama Mama womb. You are the start. You are the source. You are the catalyst to our greatness. Because with a healthy woman, you have a healthy nation. You teach a man, you teach an individual, you teach a woman, you teach a nation, because you are the source, you are the start. However, there's a balance to be obtained between the masculine and feminine, but today we're going to tackle in and really understand the choices in which that my beautiful Nubian women, my black women, my indigenous, my melanated rich women are making nowadays when it comes to this right here, this hair. Well, y'all don't got beards and sideburns, you know what I'm saying? I hope not. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna be like, yo, it's the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But as far as their hair, this hair right here is meant to be an operational device. This right here is such an important undermined aspect to the woman as far as her natural hair and embracing and loving and understanding true wealth that resides within her hair and understanding what it really means and represents to embrace it. You understand? Because I know this time and time again you see different videos, you just hear different dialogues being held about the black woman and her natural hair and how she has to embrace it and not listen to society's rendition of what beauty is. I know we're a little bit up to speed, at least I'd hope most of us, if not more than 60-70% of us are up to speed on that understanding and knowing that Europeanistic rendition of what beauty is, which is the straight hair, blue eyed, you understand, conceptualization of how to really love yourself is not the blueprint that you want to emulate. You have a much more profound print, which is a black print. Don't even follow the blueprint, follow the black print, because the black print is what holds you to your levels of esteem that cannot be matched on this planet. You understand? So I'm talking about the hair today and just how a lot of my women out here is destroying not only their character. We're not even. I'm just trying to stray away right now as far as the exterior, posterior of what it means and represents from appeal. You know what I'm saying? From just an appeal basis, as far as what you're representing yourself as to the world that perceives you. We're gonna talk about just the connection that you're cutting yourself off and just the health about it. When you perming your hair, you chemicalizing your hair, you weaving it, you straightening it, you doing all these things that are negatively affecting your DNA, your mindset, your psyche, your connection to the universe and the planet around you. All these things are intertwined in you limiting yourself from tapping into a greater potential that you were bestowed with when you stepped out of the womb, or you slid out of the womb with your mother. You came through these Stargate heavens with natural tools to be able to help you reconnect with the source that created you in the first place. So when you disconnect that connection, you sever that connection with you and your highest creator, which is the sunlight, universal energy. That which is above us is also within us. As above, so below. When you disconnecting yourself from that which is outside of you on a natural and a universal scale, you are depreciating yourself for who and what you are. This is why I have to say, like how it has been said time and time again, you need to love yourself. And when I say you really truly love yourself, I really do. I want you and I need you to love yourself, because I don't want what I don't need. And I need my women, my black, beautiful Nubian sisters who provide the start, the momentum into providing healthy, natural-minded nations, into understanding their true greatness, their pristine nature. When you straightening your hair, when you look at, understand the understand the cosmos, the cosmological order, understand the astronomy, understand the science of what is going on outside of our planetary configuration, understand the science in which that you're connected to. Everything in the universe moves in a spiral and fashion. So when I got waves, or when you have locks, or when you have quote unquote nappy hair, what the fuck is nappy hair? What is the kitchen in the back? There ain't no knives, forks, and spoons in the back. You ain't got no plates. Yo, whip me up a meal. Like, what are you talking about? This ain't no kitchen in the back. See how they teach you everything outside of yourself. They make it backwards so that you don't move forward. Understand the science of the psychology of how they take you outside of yourself. They teach you how to look backwards so you don't move forward. You got to transcend these illusions to understand you ain't got no kitchen in the back. You ain't got no nappy hair. You have curls of love, curls of natural design, things that connect you to this universal order. Because when the sun is giving its information and its energy, its DNA, because that's literally what it's doing, pardon me. The sun isn't just something to light up the lands, because we are also light beings. Again, another backwards understanding. They call themselves light skinned and we are dark skinned, but we are light skinned because we are light refractants. We are refractions of light. We are reflections of that which represents through the electromagnetic spectrum of light and color and frequency. We are the highest vibration when you talk about blackness. Yeah, we copper color, we brown. I ain't black, brother. What's your hair? Your hair is black. You understand? Black is incumbent of all frequency, and we could be more closer to that which is highly divine in its highest frequency, but based on our displacement and our discontent in loving and embracing that which we are, we try to lighten our skin, we try to straighten our hair, perm our hair, weave our hair, cover it up, we lighten our eyes. I see sisters nowadays trying to lighten their eyes, talking about honey and water's gonna lighten my eyes, and it stings, and I'm still not stopping, but I still want to look so European. I need to be white, I need to be blonde, I need to be blue-eyed. Oh my god, you need to stop. You need to come back, baby. Please come back. And I'm not saying this to undermine you and make you feel lesser of who and what you are, because you represented yourself the best of your ability till you know better, or till you're really shown and understood a different lens of perspective, because this is what life is about. It's about evolving, residing within new realms of understanding and change. We're in constant evolutionary change. No matter if we want to adhere to it or not, change is happening. DNA is formulating in your body. New DNA, cells are dying, cells are being created. So it's what you are creating that is going to format and black print your nature for your days to come after. So when you're doing things like disconnecting that natural, everything, when you look in the cosmological order of things, everything moves in a spiral and fashion. Nothing moves in a straight concordance. Understand that. Your hair isn't supposed to be straight. You're not supposed to perm your hair. Your hair is falling out. You understand, like this, these are stem cells. This is DNA. This is a part of you. When you killing this, you killing yourself. It doesn't go hand in hand. You saying that you love yourself, but yet you killing off that which is outside of you. You stepping outside of your nature to kill that which is you. You understand? Hold that thought. Sorry about that. My mother was calling. But when you understand the natural order of how you're supposed to connect to this universal design, you gotta know straightening your hair, perming your hair, weaving your hair, doing all these things to a natural format, a natural black print. Your hair curls for a reason, because again, you're connected to the curl and the universal 360 diaspora, that diameter, that consultant that moves in a zero format, because we are 0 point, we are start and finish. You understand? We are what is connected to this higher source. Excuse me. So when you disconnect yourself from that which makes you great, you inadvertently say that you don't love yourself. You inadvertently show that you're not loving yourself, and you're not really trying to hold yourself to the highest peaks of your ability, your highest potential. Not only are you depreciating the essence of what your blackness is supposed to mean and represent on a social diaspora, and how to measure that equation and understanding just how it looks. You trying to step outside of who and what you are just to look more European, look more white with the straight hair, or try to lighten your eyes with the contacts. They're clear contacts. Why you gotta wear blue, green, and yellow and purple and all these other color contacts when there's clear? And not only you think that, but if you are in your nature, you won't even need contacts, because when you understand that you're supposed to sun gaze, you're supposed to look at the light fragments, you're supposed to get true connection. You're disconnected, which is why you fall victim to these ailments. You're not supposed to be diseased because you have the highest carbonating copper iron combination of molecule, melanin, melanocyte, keratinocyte compound just moving through your veins on the daily. But you here recessizing it. You depleting it. You depreciating it because you don't appreciate it. You taking yourself out of your nature. So then you're gonna fall victim to what these other races on the planet are unfortunately fall victim to. Some people on this planet is allergic to the sun. Some people are naturally grown with straight, dead, depreciated, non-potent hair. And it's not hair, it's fur. Honestly and truly, this is why a lot of Europeans or white folks, Caucasians, actually succumb to a lot of skin cancer too, because they're supposed to have hair all over their body, or fur all over their body, because fur protects you. That's their protected, because they don't have the melanin compound in their body, which is why stem cell research and things of that nature, they take your DNA and try to contort it into a synthetic rendition of that which they're not naturally born with. Understand your divinity, understand what makes you great, understand and understand and overstand why something so simple has such a drastic impact on who and what you are. Know thyself. Come back home to source 0 point. Come back home to the 360 diaspora and diagonal. Look, my hair is wavy. You understand? Not wavy as it look good, because I know I'm in New York. It's not wavy, but it is wavy. But it's waves. You got locks and you got curls, and when you hit the hair, the moisture hits your hair. You go poof, poof to the heavens. Don't deaden it and go down. Don't bring yourself down. Poof up. Don't bring yourself down with the straightened hair, man. Love yourself. Love and understand. And if you ain't understand the science behind why it is that you need to keep your hair the way it is and embrace that natural curl of love, now you know. Hopefully this message is well inquisitive and insightful for you to understand at least a basis of a different depth of love that you need to understand yourself, a different level of appreciation. And why your hair and your beauty illuminates like no other. You have to love yourself. Love who and what you are. Embrace who and what you are. Your natural hair is connecting you to the minerals, the information, the DNA. The sun understands that everything moves in a spiraling fashion. So when your hair is straight, you're cutting yourself. You're severing that connection of being able to have them light code frequencies shift through your DNA, which is your hair, that pulse up. It's wavy, it's spiraling. When the sun hits my hair, the hair follicle itself, the stem cell, the DNA that has melanocytes at the base and the root of your hair has chemical compound. It has natural chemical compound that's within your DNA, within your body, that better decodes and synthesizes that information that the sun is giving off. You got to understand your nature. Know who you are, know what you are and what you need. You need sunlight. We get vitamin D, vitamin B, all these other trace minerals from the sunlight. And just on a spiritual metaphysical scale, we get light cold frequency. These are your antennas. We get light information. You understand? We're getting a lot from the sunlight and just the atmosphere around us. So when you stepping outside of the dynamics of who and what you are, you're making yourself victim to depreciating and dwindling your ability to live up to your greatest potentials. And why is that worth it? Because you are worth it. You are worth being enough to care about. You are worth it. Your potential is worth it, because you could just bring the next thing to the plateau that we may need to elevate ourselves on an individual scale, which is you, and on a worldwide mass. As far as our melanated people out here who is in a current disposition that is unfathomable sometimes. It's crazy. Love yourself, understand and appreciate yourself. A healthy woman provides a healthy nation. Love your hair. This right here, love it. Love it. Nah, for real though, man. Yo, there's a lot that I probably did not say. I actually got to get going. But peace, love, and harmony, and light. I said too much, so I want to start this video all over again. So I'm going to cut this short. I might put up a part 2 on other more tangible scales, because a lot of people I know are very inquisitive minds to understanding more tangible scales as far as not just a spiritual essence. Now, I threw a little tidbits into this video, but more just on the molecular level as far as compound and DNA and things that are really transitioning through neurotransmitters and signals in your mind, as far as how your hair is corresponding with the environment around you and also the universe above you. We literally are connected tangibly and physically, metaphysically. You understand? Charge up that melanin, them keratinocytes in your body, man. Understand your connection. This is light cold frequency. We have an electromagnetic spectrum that's shifting around us. When you have your aura out, your hair is out, it's natural. You understand? You are connecting to every frequency that's around you. You better get to decipher things from a more potent perspective. This is potency. This is why your hair pulls out like that, because it's potent. It's dense. Stop trying to step outside yourself and be what you're not, man. Love who and what you are, Empress, because you are beautiful. And this could go for my males as well, because you gotta love your hair and understand your hair as well. But you don't see too much in the traditional sense as far as man's perming his hair and all that. Malcolm did it for a little bit, then he understood, he wised up and rose up, and then look what he did. You think Malcolm could have did the things that he did with all that perm in his head? When he got locked up, he did his bid. He met who transitioned his life for the better. He took all that perm out his head. Because the chemicals and the things that are secreted throughout your body, you think it's just impeding on your head top? No. This is your DNA. You have it in linings of your large and small intestines and all that. Like, this hair is represented from what's going on inside. So if your hair is falling out, that's not a good sign. Which I'm sure you know by common sense, but some people, they should still fall out. They just put more weave on top of it instead of starting to understand how to build back up their DNA. But understand, live up to your deepest potentials and be great, because you are great. You walk with a beautiful domain. Peace and love to my sisters out here, and my brothers. I need you to also embody and embrace these beautiful sisters, weave or not. Even if they shit is all fried, still embrace them, because these are still potentially great, beautiful women. They are great. You still are great, even with a perm in your hair weave. I'm not trying to undermine people who are in that modality of consciousness right now, but I'm trying to let you know that you have a lot greater things embodying and just laying dormant within your body and within your mind, which is your spirit, your psyche, your brain, and your mind, that need to be unlocked and unraveled and embraced and incited to better yourself, your family, and your universal family. Wise up and rise up. You gotta resonate to elevate. And this fifth dimension is cold, and this world is shifting. The sun is getting strong, and it's gonna be kicking out more information than ever. Trust me, it's 2014. We're gonna starting to pick up, and I see it now. I already see it happening. So you might as well just fall in line and start getting, not fall in line as far as falling sheep style, but I'm saying fall in line and be in line and spiral in line with the universal alma mater, the matter of life, the universe and the nature. Plant your feet. That's what I mean by fall in line. Not take away your self-proficiency, because I know words and context are miscontorted and misconveyed. I'm trying to let you know, come back to Mother Nature, get back in tune, and resonate so we can elevate. Peace, love, and harmony. Yo, Chronics. Chronics are my artist, and if you don't know about Chronics, yo, you have to definitely check out the youth. You know what I'm saying? You know, woman, start a fire, start a fire. Yo, real things there, I chat, isn't it? Oh, yo, you don't know. It's Ascendedbeing. Peace, love, and harmony. 13.